In my previous video, we learned how to create a list box using form controls or ActiveX controls. For example, this list box is from form controls, and the properties I've set it single here. Okay, and whatever is selected, this we are saying that print that result in G3. Okay, and for this also go back to design mode properties. We are saying single select, and whatever is selected should print in G4 for this. Fine. Now if you select IT here, it's showing it's number 2 here. Okay. Now if you select human resource here, it's displayed human resource text here. Fine. Now what if we want person can select multiple? You click on this, go to properties. Either we can say multi or extend. Fine. For this, now it will allow you to select multiple options. However, you're seeing that you can select multiple options, but however, nothing is displaying here. Fine. Similarly, if I change the property of ActiveX control list box also from here, from single select to multi select or extended, whatever, either this or this, I will say extended one. Okay, then if you select first option, then you select second option, nothing is printed here. Fine. Now you want person to select multiple options from the list box, and also you want whatever they select should be print anywhere in this cell, like for example here or even here itself. Now for that you have to write your own set of coding, because that will not, this thing will not taken care by the properties. Okay. Also you have to remember one thing. In this case, you have to take a list box from ActiveX control, like it is from this ActiveX control. Now this box, this list box is from ActiveX control. Okay, so I can use this. I have set the properties as multiple. Okay, now I have to write coding so that whatever person selects here, whether they select one option or more than one option, that can be displayed here. Okay, so I will take one more thing. I will take insert, and I will take one button from ActiveX control, and we'll do what, that whatever is selected here, when this button is clicked, that should be print here. Fine. And if you need any help how to create list box and how to set these properties and how to display these options in a list box, please see in my video in which I explained how to create list box from ActiveX control or from form controls. I've kept that link in description. You can have a look in that video. Okay. Now in command button, I will double click. I will in my coding area. Okay. If nothing is there, you know that you have your buttons are or your objects are in which sheet? Sheet one. Select that sheet. From here, you can take that object. I need this object. From here, you can select the event. My event it will be suppose click, because I want, if click then do these things. I say dim is integer. I would define one variable as integer and one variable txt as string. Then I will say for I is equal to 0 to, now the name of my list box, which is from ActiveX control, which we have taken from ActiveX control. is list box 1. List box 1. Right? And just once again, please remember when you have to do coding and you want that multiple options can be selected, and then you want to display whatever is selected in any area of your Excel sheet, any cell of your sheet, then please make sure you have taken that control from ActiveX control. Fine. Dot a dialog box appear from which you can select the method. I select list count -1 next I. I will let you know why we have taken -1 and why we have set from 0. Now here the dashboard tab index I said if list box 1 dot selected I, then and if I will suggest one thing, that whenever you're writing if conditions for statements, then put these kinds of indentations, because it will help you to understand whether one if is open and here it's closed or not. Fine. And when you have nested if conditions or nested for conditions, you will be easier to find, okay, this if started here ends here, this if started here ends here. Then if I will check length of txt is equal to 0 है, it's equal to 0, and I will make double checking that and txt is equal to null. Then I'm saying txt is equal to list box 1 dot list of I, else txt is equal to txt, I'm concatenating list box 1 dot list of I, then end of this if. Fine. Now for as of now this, what we have done, we have declaring one variable as integer type and one variable as string type. Then we have started one for loop. Now we know that now we have started a for loop with the 0, and go to where list box 1 dot list of count. Now list count method will do what? It will count the number of items in your list box. Now in this list box, how many items are there? From if I check from human resource to sales, we have 7 items. It will return 7, and we have started index from 0. That's why we have given here 1 -1. Fine. Now why we have started with 0? Now if you see here, we are checking that if list box 1, now we have selected dot, we have used which kind of method? Dot selected. Dot selected is a method which check whether that option is selected or not. Now with selected you have to pass the index number with this method, selected method. Okay, so that's why we have started the I from 0. And although we know that if we are checking the index, we can pass with selected method, we can pass index. And we know one thing, that in list box, whatever the list you are showing, okay, the first item of that list have the index number 0. So here human resource will have index number 0, it will have index number 1, and so on. Fine. That's why we started I with 0, and we know that list count will count the total number of items. We have total 7 number of items, so it will count 7. So that's why -1, because we need to go one less. Why? Because we are going from 0 to 6 now, and we know that selected, with selected you have to pass index number. Okay. Now we are checking that if I of 0 means if this is selected or not. If this is selected, then we are doing what? We will enter in this if conditions. Otherwise, we will not enter in this if condition. Okay. Now taking example, if that was selected, then we are checking if lan of txt is 0, that means nothing is there in txt, and I'm checking txt is blank, nothing is there. Then for the first time, I'm saying txt is equal to list box one. The name of the object dot list is a method now of I. Now what will we do? I, for example, is 0. So list of 0 is what? List of 0 is human resource. So human resource text will be stored in txt. Fine. Now because this if condition is true, then this else part will be not run to go out. Now for the next time it will do what? It will increment the value of I by 1. Now for I equal to 1, you are checking. Take an example that is also selected. For example, IT is also selected. You enter into this in if condition. Now this time this if condition is false because now txt has something. So it will be not 0 or it will not be this. Of course, else part will be run. Now what will happen? Previously whatever in txt human resource. You are concatenating with a comma, then concatenating that text with again listbox one dot of list of one. Now list of one means what? Means IT. So you're concatenating those things and doing this thing again and again till the time the for loop. I'm sorry, not stop. After that, what I will do, I want to print this thing where. Take an example. I want to print this thing in A1 cell. I know my sheet is sheet one. Okay, so I will here sheets. In brackets, in double quotes, you have to give the name of the sheet. My sheet name is what? Sheet one. Dot cells. I need where A1. That means first row, first column. First row, comma, first column. Dot value is equal to whatever we have in txt. I select this human resource, even click on command, get the result. You select IT, get ID. You select research like this, fine. Whatever you selected, it's going. Fine. So I hope this clears. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Take care. Goodbye.